Welcome back, everyone, to I'm No Genius. As always, I'm Eli Burgett, your host. Joining me today is Camden Primer. Cam, what you doing there?
Trying to figure out the lighting.
What's wrong with your lighting?
Uh, you see, also welcome back to the Eli Burry Show. You see, when I was little, I don't know how little or when little, but the blinds in my room, I think I threw a ball at it and it hit the shades, and there's just been a strip that's been missing. I would show you the strip, but I currently have my hamper, which looks like Swiss cheese because there's a bunch of holes in it. It's just like plastic mesh thing, sitting up there to try and block the sun. And then I have a book bag inside of said hamper so my face doesn't look blotchy with sunlight. But I think we found a happy medium.
Yeah, it looks all right from my
Thanks.
perspective. So
Thank you.
yeah, you look good. Cam, you say this happened during your childhood. When during your childhood? Because for the viewers who are unaware, Cam's a 21-year-old man now.
Yeah. Yeah. No clue. As long as I can remember the middle part, I'll see if I can show. I'll also show you the setup I got. So this is what's blocking the sun, and that little strip right there. Oh
Yeah,
God.
what are you
Right th
doing?
right there. That little strip right there has been gone my whole life. And it's kind of creepy because, like, what if someone's eyes just like popped up? Then what?
Who would be spying on you?
I don't know.
Sorry, I didn't mean to say that so disgusted.
Yeah, well,
Who
actually,
would be?
what do you mean by that?
I'm
I could
sure
get spied on.
I'm
I
sure
could get stalked.
I'm
Thank you
sure
very
there
much.
are tons of people in this world that would love to stalk you. I'm sorry.
Thank you. It's all right. Apology accepted. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. So, but still, this problem has been, as long as you can remember, this issue has been there, yet you've taken no steps to rectify it, other than putting a hamper in front of it 5 minutes before we started rolling.
Yeah, yeah. That's exactly. And funny thing about it, this is actually quite ironic. I just thought of this. At work, I learned how to install blinds. So I could do it. I could go buy blinds and do it. But then I just lose the nostalgia. This was my childhood. This crack in the window has seen so much. It's probably seen more than I have.
Yeah, maybe it's been around for longer than you
Maybe.
have, you know.
Maybe no, I
But
definitely broke it. I was the one that broke it.
it
For
was it
sure.
was definitely you.
Yeah.
Yeah, at the end of the day. But you say you learn how to install blinds, so
Mhm.
that's amazing. Is would it be better than your journey to go install new windshield wipers on your car? Because that was a doozy.
It was almost as frustrating. See, there's just at least the ones I did. I don't know if they're just like easy ones to do, but you just open it up and take out the two brackets, and the blind itself just hooks into it. Well, you have to drill the brackets into the area, obviously. Um, I'll be honest, I haven't really used a drill a lot in my life. I was getting frustrated. I was saying a lot of words, bad words,
Yeah.
words that would hurt some people. Not really.
What?
It wasn't directed at anyone. It was really just directed at me. I called myself a lot of bad words, but I eventually got it. And Rick, the guy I work with, a great guy, he was like, "There you go, kid. There you go." He like left the room. He's like, "I hate when people watch me work, so I'll just let you do it." I was like, "I have to get it for my manhood. I have to operate this drill." And you know what? Rick left that day after I installed those blinds, and then I installed a handrail
Oh,
with the
okay.
drill by myself. Four of them actually. Four of them.
And
So I started the day feeling like a boy, and I left a man.
well, that's good. And but they still call you kid at work.
Yeah, it's more like you. Hey, son,
Yeah.
boy, here, come.
Here, boy.
Yeah, yeah.
That because a couple of people at my workplace they call me kid as well because for whatever reason I'm 21 years old and I guess I have a baby face most of the time, chubby cheeks and what have you. They just think I have the appearance of a boy, even
Yeah, I mean,
though. Go ahead.
you're the rookie. You're the new guy. You're the you're the new kid on the block.
Exactly. Yeah, there's a new kid in town, as the
Yeah,
Eagles would say.
yeah.
Um, but it gets really strange when my 23-year-old producer says, "Sorry, kid," or like, "Good job, kid," or something like that. And I was like, you know, we're not that far apart in age. And
No.
really, now that I think about it, she's the only one that does it. No, everybody else calls me Eli like a normal person, but she continues to call me kid.
What do you call her? Her name?
Her name.
Oh, what? I mean, maybe she was tired of being kid.
Maybe some, yeah, she just wants to pass it on to somebody else
Yeah,
before,
she grew up.
yeah, before it sticks to her. But also this producer, she also I guess she doesn't like how quickly I'm picking up on some aspects of the job, and she's mad that I'm not struggling with my work. And there's sometimes that I'll turn a script in towards her and she'll just go like she'll like threaten to hit me.
Okay, so it's like a joking match. She's not like actually angry.
Yeah, it's a joking mad, but
Okay.
it's real threats for sure.
Oh, well, you'll have that.
I should probably report to HR, but
No, no, you can't be that guy. You can't be the new guy and then report all the threats you have on your life at work. I mean, that's just, you just have to roll with the punches and take them.
should I wait until somebody else is hired to report my concerns, or should I just wait maybe to 25, 30 years down the road?
Well, you wait till someone else is hired and then you threaten their life and it makes you feel better and forget about all the threats you had. It's a vicious cycle in the news industry, so I've been told.
So yeah, 4 weeks on the job, you're pretty much hit it right, right on
Yeah.
nail on the head.
Yes.
Is that
Yes.
is that the phrase?
Sure.
Okay. Well, speaking of nail on the head, you're in here installing. Well, that it's not really nails; it's screws, really. But anyways, how's work going?
Good. I had a meeting with the boss today. That went well. Um,
Is his name just the boss?
his name is Andy. Andrew. Great guy.
I figured once you're the boss, your name is Andrew. But if you're just like another guy on the staff, you're Andy.
No, he prefers Andy. He's a good dude.
Okay.
Um, I mean, just been pulling a lot of weeds. I'll tell you what, I take before and after pictures and I send it in at the end of the day. And sometimes listen, I try to be as humble as possible, not to pat myself in the back. Sometimes I impress myself because that looked like a forest. And when I'm done with it, it's mud.
Mm,
Yeah.
there you go, buddy.
Yeah.
And so,
Yeah.
so you're getting the job done, basically. You're a hot shot. You're writing checks your body can't cash. You got the
Yes.
need for speed out there. You're dangerous.
Some may say.
So what do your coworkers think of you? Does anybody belittle you and call you
No one
kid?
thinks I'm dangerous. They think I'm actually quite the opposite. But
Quite
I
safe.
like them all. They like me. We work well together when we do work together. And we're getting things done, baby. Hilliard's coming to life.
Well, that's good, man. Cam, I have to ask because we haven't been in a setting where we've seen each other every single day, probably since high school. And I don't know if you know this, but back then you had a tendency to kiss up to authority figures.
Me?
Yeah,
No.
you did. Maybe because you were partaking in it, you couldn't see it, but it was there.
Huh. Yeah, no, I definitely still do that.
I was just about to ask that.
Yeah. Yep. No, this little nose of mine just isn't a tan.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
brown.
Full on brown. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
for sure. Well, for the viewers out there, Cam has two modes really when it comes to uh, authority figures or people bigger than him. He
Uh-huh.
either kisses up to them and wants to be their best friend, or he wants to fight them physically. And I would say especially when it's someone close to his age, it's the fighting he
Mhm.
does. But if it's someone older than him who can, give him rewards, then it's probably the kissing up.
Yeah, no, that still goes on to this day. Fighting example, Devin. Devin's bigger than I am. He's
Like not by much though. I mean, I would say he's bulkier than you are, but like you guys are the same height.
No, he's 6'4".
He's 6'4".
Yeah, yeah, he's a
Oh,
big dude.
I don't know. Maybe he just looks smaller in pictures.
I don't know. I think he's gonna beat your ass now that you said that.
I'm sorry. Hey, Devin, it's all love, baby. You know what it is. You think?
But no, like authority figures, bosses, coaches. Yeah, no, I'm kissing away.
Yeah. Will you? Do you have? So I know you're going to be a men's league legend here shortly. Is there a coach involved? Will you be kissing up to that coach?
God, Eli. I mean, there's a reason this is called the Eli Bergen Show, and it's because you're one hell of a host, kid. Because
Thank
that
you.
was on my list to talk about thing today. The Balls is our team name. We play tomorrow night at 7:15. By the time this episode comes out, we'll have game one under our belt. Hopefully, it's a victory. But like I was telling Garrett, if it's not, I'm in it to have fun, baby. I'll be honest with you. Towards the end of basketball season, I knew I wasn't going to play
You knew
because
you weren't going to make it to the NBA.
I've been known that. But
Since
in
when? Since when?
since birth, but in practice, I would attack every drill, not with the mindset of, oh, we're gonna go out there, we're gonna beat Ryo, oh, we're gonna beat Shawnee. No, it was the mindset of B League at Berliner needs a score, and I want to be that guy.
They need
And
someone to lead a team.
yeah, and I am the creator of the balls. On the app it says I'm coach, but there is no coach. We're a free flow offense. We're gonna go out there. We're gonna try and run and gun until we're out of shape. So about 2.5, 3 minutes into the game, call quick timeout, catch our breath. And if we're too tired, we're gonna run a zone.
Okay, that's a good game plan. But Cam,
But I don't want to. I want to run man. I want to run man the whole time. It all depends on conditioning.
which most of the time in men's leagues, the conditioning not at a high level.
Yeah, but B League can get pretty competitive. It
I, I
can.
I don't doubt that it's
Yeah.
competitive, but it's just it looks like you're running in quicksand out there.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah, it's bad. Um, yeah,
But
amped, pumped
but
up.
good, because further along those lines, I have to ask because you say you're the creator, you're in the app as the coach, and I presume you're going to be putting yourself in the starting five. You're kind of sounding like Mr. Jackie Moon here
I
of the Flint Tropics.
First off, thank you. I love that comparison.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, if I'm Jackie Moon, then Garrett is our coffee black because Garrett is going to be our best player, and there's like not even a question about it. We have four ex-college basketball players on our team, and Garrett will by far be the best player. And he's like stressing out about it. He's like, "You keep saying this, but dude, Garrett's played every day since high school ended.
Yeah.
I haven't touched a basketball since basketball season.
I
Devin, same thing.
yeah, I
Bubs,
don't
last year. Kason, 2 years ago.
I haven't I don't think I've touched a basketball since it's been a few weeks because I was carrying a basketball to my brother at his basketball tournament. I wasn't actually playing. I
Yeah,
just literally quite literally transported the basketball from one place to another.
yeah,
Since then, I would say it's been probably a year since I've actually played basketball.
yeah.
So I'm not available, is what I'm trying to say.
Oh,
I know you guys really wanted me to join, but I can't.
there's going to be a time in the future where we need subs.
Right. When you guys get into the late 20s, maybe early 30s.
No, I mean this year. I mean some guys are in and out. It's a fast-paced league. Guys are in and out, up and down the leagues. Like we might need you. So just be ready. Stretch every night just in case.
Yeah, stretch every night and always keep the gas tank filled up just in case I got to make the drive to what'd you say it's at Berliner?
Berliner, Columbus. Yep.
Yeah, we had some times in there, man. We had some
Amen to
times
that.
in Berliner. I'm sorry, I'm a little distracted right now because Colin is blowing up our group chat.
Oh, I have respect.
Which by the way, Colin Harrell, he was supposed to be on this episode, like he was supposed to be on several episodes in days past. But Cam texts me. He says I'm hopping on, and the Zoom call that is. And Colin texts me soon after that, and he says, "Boys, I forgot. I'm at dinner." Even though he was the one that suggested this time
Yeah.
on this day.
Yeah.
Which, how do you do that? How do you suggest a time? We say, yes, that time works for us, and then go to dinner.
Listen, I'm not going to talk bad behind his back because he's not here, but he 1,000, 100 billion, million% won't listen to this episode.
Yeah, he will not.
Sometimes it happens.
Yeah.
Sometimes you plan things, sometimes you just forget. And I think that's what happened tonight. But I see your frustration. And listen, some guys just don't love it like you do, like you and I do, even though
Yeah.
I've definitely done what happened to Colin before.
Yeah. As have I. There have been some times where even when I'm not on my yearly allotted 7 day vacation,
Mhm.
there have been times that I'm just like, I can't do it, guys. I can't do it this week. I'm stressed out. I got work. I'm busy. People want my autograph, the fame. It's getting too much for me. Stuff like that.
Mhm.
And I just say, guys, can you take this over? There's been a couple weeks where that's happened, and I'm very grateful that you guys have picked up the slack. So, not going to talk bad about anybody here, but Colin, I'm talking bad about you. I'm sorry. You need to be here. Be-
Uh, that's one absence, and that's about 10% of your grade at the end of the year. So
exactly, because
your grade, not mine.
we are keeping track in the I'm No Genius grade book, also my notes app,
Yes.
and we'll let you know the stats by the end of the. We should do that end of the year stats. I should go back through all of the episodes to see how many episodes all of you guys have been on, and that way we can allocate the percentages at the end of the year.
Actually, I was gonna make a joke about you had way too much free time, but then the allocation part came in.
Yeah,
That's actually a good point. That's a good point.
yeah. Well, Cam, just because it's a good point does not dispute the fact that I have way too much free time on my hands. Even though I work a full 40-hour work week now, I'm a
Yeah.
full-time working adult. I still have a lot of free time on my hands. I don't go into work until 10 and I leave work at 7.
Hey,
It's,
it's beautiful. That's what it
it's
is.
it's beautiful,
It's
and
beautiful.
right now I'm look, I don't have anything tying me down. I don't got a wife. I don't got a kid and anything
No.
like that. And I don't anticipate having that stuff for a while. But when it does happen, I welcome it for sure. But anyways, the reason I was bringing up Colin is because he's blowing up our group chat. He's
I
out
didn't
to
read
he's out to eat with his family right now. And I'm just going to read one text that he said jumped out to me. Jeff just left a restaurant with the fam, had to turn around and go back for the toilet. This was a first for me. What are your thoughts on that?
Oh, uh, yep. Just read that whole chat. Um, and I think Adam just answered it perfectly. He said, "Gotta answer when nature calls."
Yeah,
And you know, sometimes that happens. I've never turned around for it, but there's been plenty of times. I like water. I don't know
yeah.
about you. Big fan of water. I
I've got
carry around this
I've
big obnoxious jug. I just look like just an idiot,
yeah.
but I
Well,
like.
Cam, when you say a jug, do you mean a like an actual jug, like that's like a 64 ounce or whatever, or do you mean like a milk
Oh, no,
gallon?
no, no, no. It's a
Okay,
hydro
good.
jug. It's like a water bottle.
So
Yeah,
it's so it's
I don't
for water.
I don't look that douchey, but I see what you're saying.
Good, because
Um,
I see guys like that, and I'm just like, dude, just buy a water bottle.
I used to be that guy.
I
In
know.
middle school, and high school, I was that guy for sure. Um, oh, I have a tiny bladder and I pee a lot. And I've rushed around Hilliard multiple times because I can't pee outside, just trying to find a gas station, just busting through the door like, "Where's your bathroom?" Banging on the door, trying to get in. But it's never been for the two. It's never been for number two. Always been
Yeah.
number one. I mean, I used to pee my pants football practice, but I've never had to turn around for the two.
Yeah,
So all this to say, prayers up for Colin because I think he's struggling right now.
he probably is struggling right now. I'm sure he would rather be here with us on the
Mhm.
podcast, but
Absolutely.
when nature calls, as Adam said, and Cam, just to address your point, you did pee your pants a lot back
Yeah,
in
we've
middle
mentioned
school.
this. We've mentioned this before. I'm no
Yeah,
stranger to the truth.
yeah.
Um,
But I guess kind of to relate to you guys, to relate to Colin, yesterday I was out on a shoot and I did have to go to the bathroom really bad because let me set the scene for you. I
Oh,
go out
please.
I go out on into the field to go shoot my story and I'm thinking, you know what? I'm going to go on my lunch break first. So I'm going to go get some Chipotle. So I get Chipotle and then I eat Chipotle. And then I kind of have to go to the bathroom at Chipotle, but I'm thinking, it's no big deal. I'll just go to the shoot and then I'll be back at the station in no time. The shoot takes maybe 2.5 hours.
Mm.
And I'm out in the middle of the woods. I'm out in the middle of nowhere filming a
Mhm.
story. And I'm just like, what am I gonna do? And Chipotle, I I start to feel a little rumble
Mhm.
going on.
Mhm.
I'm just like, this is a 411 emergency. Uh that's not true. But
Code Brown.
yeah, code brown. I need to get to a bathroom ASAP. But I don't know if it's because I have a remarkable faith in Jesus Christ, but for whatever reason, a miracle happened and I was able to hold it until I got back to the station. Now,
Snaps.
yeah, thank you. Now, when I got back to the station, I will admit I blew up the public bathroom in our
You
station.
shoot your pants.
Exactly, yeah. But I made it back. And that's why I believe in God right there.
Wow. Wow. You
Yeah.
know, I wish I had that type of faith because there's been too many times that I've almost peed my pants.
Yeah.
I remember we were playing Finley, driving to Finley. We got Jimmy John's before, and I drank my water way too fast. So I'm sitting there for an hour and a half having to pee. And of course, we get there, we can't find the entrance. And I'm like, I just have to pee in this cup. So I peed in the cup. It's starting to fill up, bars. And Devin's like pushing me and like rocking the van. So I'm just pissing all over myself. Like, get off of me. And I couldn't get all the pee out because the cup was filling up. It was a nightmare. It was bad. And then we proceeded. We lost by 10 that night, believe it or not. Finley.
I believe it.
Yeah.
I'm
Still
sorry.
lost.
I'm sorry. Cam, these situations that you find yourself in, I'm glad and I hope that I never have to find myself in those situations
Mhm.
ever because it's straight out of a movie, really. It's Dumb and Dumber right there. You're
Yeah.
Lloyd
That
Christmas,
sucks.
you're Lloyd Christmas cruising down the highway and you're peeing in an empty beer bottle. I know it's a
Yes.
cup, but for this analogy, we'll call it a beer bottle.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's not fun. Very scary. First time I peed in a vehicle, actually.
Will it be the last?
Probably not. I haven't done it since, but probably not.
Okay, well, I'll knock on wood for you there.
Thank you.
Cam, what else you want to talk about today? You got any other topics on your mind?
I have quite the list today, actually.
Well, I would
Um,
love to hear them because
would you like to talk about hating the British or Olivia Rodrigo?
um hmm both
Would you like
very
to do
good.
short or long fat first?
Let's go short first.
Okay. Uh, basically, I've come to just accept the fact that I'm a huge Olivia Rodrigo fan.
You're a huge Olivia Rod. Okay,
I don't know
gotcha.
all of her songs, but the songs that do know of hers, I love. I don't
Okay,
know all the words. I just know that they're super catchy, and the words I do know, I sing very loud.
okay. Can you give me
Thoughts?
any? See, I'm not a huge Olivia Rodrigo fan. I mean, I listened to Driver's License when it first came out. In fact, I'm pretty sure that is what initiated my high school breakup. But anyways, I'm not a huge Olivia Rodrigo fan. But what's some of the other pieces that she's done?
Listen, I thought Driver's License was an okay song. I thought Deja Vu was a good song. What was her other song from that album? I forget. But have you listened to her new album, Guts parentheses Spilled?
No.
No. See, that's where you need to start. She has a song called Bad Idea, right?
Okay.
And it's about getting back with her ex. And
Oh,
we all know that's a bad idea, right?
bad. Yeah, bad idea.
But she can't help herself because she's just a little party girl. And God, it's so catchy. I love it so much. I know all the words to that song. She has another song called Get You Back. When you hear Get You Back, what do you think?
You're trying to win back your ex, or
Yes.
or maybe. get back at somebody.
You're a savant, kid. You know that? Because that is exactly what Miss Rodrigo was doing there. It's a double entendre, if you will.
Yeah.
Because she misses her ex. She wants to have him back, but she realizes that he's annoying and her friends don't care for him. So she wants to get back at him. Terrific song.
Yeah, I love a good double entendre in music.
She also has a song called Love is Embarrassing. And it's good for the fact that it reminds me of an 80s song because it's kind of whimsical. It's kind of all over the place, but that was the 80s, baby. You know what I mean? So I was bumping that in the gym this morning and it just brought this invigoration. For Olivia Rodrigo, I can't pronounce her name, Olivia Rodrigo's music, and I just want to use my very, 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 very minuscule platform to promote that because, she's kind of underground.
Yeah.
Not really, she's a millionaire.
Well, yeah.
But I just want you to know that I'm a fan of Olivia Rodrigo.
I mean that's I'm very happy for you, even though I might not be a fan of I can't say it either.
See, hard.
Olivia Rodrigo. I can respect that she has a very devoted fan base.
Yeah.
I can accept that. One thing that I do have to say, because I'm noticing a theme here with a lot of the songs. Was this all about? Did she have some bad relationship in her past that I
I
should
don't know
be
because every song I've heard of her, she just talking about her ex-boyfriend. I don't care. Break her heart again. So another album drops.
right? Yeah, get back together and then break up,
Yeah.
just so we can
Yeah.
have more content.
So the
Um,
list I sent you, sent in the group chat this morning to Grant. Go ahead and take a gander if you have some free time before you go back and archive all the I Am No Genius episodes. Take a listen. But the my love for Olivia Rodrigo's music also stemmed a conversation with Grant, and I told him I'd wait for him till he's on an episode to talk about this. But your favorite summer songs, or like song that gives you that you hear and you're like, oh, it's summertime. So that'll be a fun one to talk about when he's here.
favorite summer songs, that is.
Just like you hear a song like his was Slide by Calvin Harris and Frank Ocean. He's like, when I hear this song, I know it's summertime.
Yeah.
That's
Uh,
just a little sneak peek.
yeah. I won't dive into it too much, but when I think of summertime, I probably think of "Summertime" by Kenny Chesney.
Yeah,
Um,
it's a good one.
sorry.
I see what you did there.
Yeah, it's
I would see why that song would elicit that emotion.
right. Or maybe the song "Summertime" from a regular show.
Mm,
Summertime, of love and loving in the summertime. Gonna
yeah.
head down to the beach and do some beachy things. And I can't remember the whole words, but I
Yeah,
remember
yeah.
it being the catchiest song when I was in fourth grade.
What about
Um,
In the Summertime by Mungo Jerry? Does that one
you
do
know,
anything for you?
I'm familiar with his work.
Mhm.
Um, it's not one of my favorite songs of his, but of theirs, of hers.
I think it's in
Um,
Despicable Me. That's why I know what.
is it really? But that's great. You're a fan of Olivia Rodrigo. The reason I wanted to ask about, her relationship is because she was on um a show called High School Musical, the musical, the series. And from what I understand, the show is a show,
Mhm.
and the two main characters in season one were played by Olivia Rodrigo and her then boyfriend. But then they split up. Olivia Rodrigo leaves the show. She makes millions off of an album basically saying you're a dirtbag, and
Yes.
presumably a second album as well.
Yes.
So this breakup must have hit her pretty hard.
Pretty hard. What I know is this is from um, my researcher I keep on staff,
Right.
Alexa.
It's
She
yeah.
said that I guess she broke up with her boyfriend, and then her boyfriend started dating Sabrina Carpenter, who has another song called Espresso, catchy as hell.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, So a little, I don't know if you want to get into TMZ, but there you go.
Well,
Chew on that.
I mean, TMZ, I mean, as a newsman, I know TMZ is a legitimate news corporation.
Yes.
Um, Not at all scandalous.
No.
They don't dabble in that stuff. They keep the facts, and that's all that matters. But that's I didn't know about the Sabrina Carpenter thing
Yeah.
because I don't know who I heard it from. It was probably an unreliable secondary source like the New York Times or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I heard that Olivia and her boyfriend broke up, and it was because her boyfriend cheated on her with someone.
Sabrina Carpenter.
It could have been Sabrina
Maybe.
Carpenter,
I
but
think.
I also heard someone throwing around that he was bisexual as well.
Stop.
I that's what I heard
Stop.
back in the day. I don't know if that's true. These are not my facts. I'm just putting it on a podcast for millions of people to listen to. That's all.
Well, someone needs to get to the bottom of this. Or don't, so Rodrigo can make more music.
Yeah, I think they should. I'm with you, Cam. I think they should reconcile. I think they should find love with each other once again, rekindle that old, teenage high school relationship, and get married, have kids, and then cheat once again.
Break
More,
her heart to a million pieces.
more albums.
Devastate her.
Yes, but this time you need to make it 10 times worse so we can get instead of 2 albums, we can get 20 albums.
Yeah.
So I will have no excuse to not listen to Olivia Rodrigo.
I also haven't listened to the rest of her Guts album. I've only listened to those three songs because that's what Alexa plays in the car. I'm like, this bangs. This is awesome.
That's
So until Alexa finds another Olivia Rodrigo song, I'll keep you updated.
okay. That's good. Well, now that I think about it, I know I mentioned Driver's License earlier, but also the one song on her first album called "Good for You."
That's what it was. That's the other song I was talking about. There's a remix of that song with Lil Uzi Vert. Grant sent me this morning. Cool remix.
Pretty good remix.
Yeah.
See, I don't know. I'm not a huge
I like
fan
the
of.
OG better, but
Yeah, I think at remixes in general, I'm not a huge fan of them.
no.
There's very few that I could name off the top of my head, just in general. But there's also very few that I could name that I like better than the original. So, I think it's just a cash grab.
Would you consider that a remake or a remix? So like remix is the same person singing the same song, or like, and then a remake is Luke Combs singing Fast Car. Different artist, same song.
I,
That's not a remix, right? That's a
that's
remake.
that's a I guess remaster, re-recording. I don't really know. But like yeah, Luke Combs doing a Tracy Chapman song, that's a cover right there.
Okay, yeah, that's the word I'm looking for, a cover.
Yeah, like I think yeah. Which by the way, Luke Combs, he said that's a
Killed,
good song. Killed
killed.
that song. Yeah.
You know Tennessee Whiskey's a cover?
I did know that Tennessee Whiskey is a cover. I don't I don't know by who though.
I think, don't quote me on this. I think George Jones sang it, but I think he covered it as well.
How far does this go?
I don't know. I might have made that up. But if you listen to the original, because I've listened to three different Tennessee Whiskies. Chris Stapleton slows his down and makes a completely different song, and it is way better.
Yeah, because Stapleton, he's got that soulful voice, you know.
Yeah, yeah,
I mean that's yeah, I love Chris Stapleton.
facts.
But if I guess what I want to ask here, what the fans want to know is what cover would Olivia Rodrigo do and just make it 10 times better? You got a song, maybe something by Taylor Swift that she could do?
I don't know. Like I said, I only know Olivia Rodrigo's songs because Alexa plays it
Yeah.
in the car, and then I just saved it on my phone and it came on and shuffled today.
I think I've got a good option for her. Um I,
Hit me.
yeah, I think with her voice and her skill set, probably Picture Me Grapin' by NLE Choppa. That's a really good song. I like that one. Yeah,
Oh,
I think that would suit her voice really well.
you
And
think?
yeah, I think so. I mean, like Uncle Chop, he did a good rendition the first time around, but I think I think Olivia Rodrigo would really just open up a new side to it. What do you think?
And I would do, sorry, excuse, I was just imagining
Yeah, it's gonna be so
Rodrigo
great. It
and
makes so much
Chop
money. Yeah.
collabing. You're right. Uncle Uncle Chop. Man. That
You know what
got me,
you know
that
what I
got me
mean?
scarred so much.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
No, no, I think you're I don't have an answer. I
I'm
think you're spot on.
I'm onto something here, man.
Catch Me Graping by Olivia Rodrigo.
That's the one. It's your next hit. I'm just giving these out for free, really.
Oh, that's good.
Thank
That's
you.
good.
But Cam, let's talk about how you hate the British.
Oh, yeah, but surprisingly, it's not me that hates the British this time. So
Oh, really?
I went and got my haircut tonight. I just went to Sports Clips. Brandon Amon, if you're listening, you're still the OG. You were booked up. I needed a trim. I got a couple weddings I gotta go to this weekend. Just a
Right.
trim, bro. I'm not cheating. Um, but I go to Sports Clips. She's like, "Hi, I'm Kayla. What do you want?" And I tell her. She starts cutting my hair. About 15 minutes goes by. I really don't say anything. And then she asked like if it looked all right. And I was like, "Yeah, good." And it's Sports Clips, so Sports Center is obviously on. I was like, does watching Sports Center like ever get boring throughout the day? And she's like, I mostly tune it out. Like I usually don't hear it because first the start of the day it's Sports Center 4 times in a row and they say the same stories. She's like, I like to listen to Pat McAfee because he does all kinds of different things. I was like, yeah, I like him too. She's like, but I can't stand when they put soccer on and there's British commentators. And I was like, oh yeah, why is that? She goes, this might sound bad. I hate British people. I was like, really? Tell me more. She was like, I think they sound dumb. I can't stand their accent. And all the British people I know suck. And I, their food is a crime. Is that she said, I can't stand their food. I was, really? And then she proceeded to tell me how, um, she had her roommate in college had 3 British friends and they're all just like pompous assholes who think British is way better than the United States. And they criticized her black friend's food because her friend made collard greens, and she was like, "I'm like Irish and Scottish, but I'm also a hillbilly, and I love collard greens." I was like, "Yeah, I like collard greens as well." She's like, "But the British people were just making fun of it, talking about how it's disgusting and smells terrible." Then she said she also hates British people because she had an exchange student when she was in high school from England. He wore a suit every day to school and he reeked of cheese. She said it wasn't body odor, but he smelled like cheese. And she would always get caught working with him on group projects at school because she liked to work alone and no one wanted to work with the suit cheese man. So I said, I think we're starting to like, you have a foundation for this hate, so I think it's kind of justified. She was like, yeah, but it's really just the food. She couldn't get over how ass British food was. She
So
said that.
she
Sorry, go
this
ahead.
no go, this hatred from what I'm getting so far, unless there's more to it, there it's the food, the accents, and one foreign exchange student back when she was in high school.
And then the 3 other British people she met in college. Um, what else did she say? Oh, she said she hates when British people come to America and try to act American, but then they speak in their normal British accent. She says it sounds fake after that point. She said that she can't stand when they try to play gangster like Idris Elba. I didn't dare mention Peaky Blinders because she probably would have cut my ear off. I was like, "How do you feel about Tom Holland? I feel like he's a pretty tame British person." She was like, "He's all right. He's all right." She hates One Direction. She says that British Chinese food is terrible.
British Chinese food.
I didn't know that was a thing. She said it's just there's no vegetables in the rice, and they have crab rangoon sauce without the rangoon. It's just the cream cheese just like sprinkled throughout. Uh, She said the egg roll's whack. What else she said? Oh, they put curry in their British Chinese food. Curry's Indian.
Yeah.
Yeah, I learned if you were to tell me that I was going to walk into a sports clips and get a decent haircut, I have no qualms
Yeah.
with it.
Yeah, looks good.
Um, but then also learn about the British and why they suck. Hell, I would have paid $50. I mean,
Yeah, dude.
that's the last place I thought we were going to talk about Scotty Scheffler or the Mavs. Nope. Screw the British.
It's just Sports Clips is declaring war on the British people.
Yeah.
But I don't, when I wasn't really with her, until she mentioned the actors, like playing
Yeah.
Americans, because this may sound weird. I hate when British people play Americans because they're so freaking good at it.
That was her point. That's what she said.
It's just like I can't get mad at them because like I just watched let's take Oppenheimer for example.
Mhm.
Killian Murphy, Florence Pugh, and Emily Blunt, not from America, all playing Americans, and they sound amazing.
And they killed it.
They killed it. I know Killian Murphy's Irish, but like you know,
Still not
it's
American.
yeah, still not American. Uh, but let's not stop there. Idris Elba. I didn't even know he was British
Really?
until no, I didn't know he because like growing up he always played like Americans, and then
Oh, yeah.
I heard him in an interview one time. I didn't know he was British, but then he starts speaking in a British accent like this, and I was just like,
What is this?
whoa, what was
Like,
stop?
dude, the camera's not rolling. You can stop acting now.
You're preparing for a role? Stop that. And the worst one was Christian Bale because Christian Bale, I know him from Batman and a couple other movies, and then I didn't realize he was British until like 2015.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
So shout out to Kayla. She earned her tip tonight. She did
yeah,
a great.
but the Christian Bale annoys me the most because he's from Wales, so I guess he's not from England. He's from Wales, so I guess he's is Wales in Britain?
It's both United Kingdom, I think.
Yeah, they're all in that area. I know that for sure. But anyways, he's from Wales, not from America, and he plays two Americans in movies with American in the title. He plays Patrick
American
Bateman,
Psycho.
American Psycho, Patrick Bateman, and he also plays like a crime or like a con artist in American Hustle.
Oh, I forgot he was in that. He's fat in that movie.
He's very fat in that movie,
Yeah.
which is
Good
not
movie.
the first time he's been fat. Won't be the last
Vice.
either. Vice,
Vice.
very fat,
Another good movie. Very fat.
I feel like Christian Bale's roles either they're on like a spectrum, you know,
Yeah.
either like really fat or really skinny. If they're on like the like the tail ends of that spectrum, then there's going to be a good movie. If he's towards the middle, if he's just his normal shape, like Batman and everything, like they were good movies, but like Christian Bale's performance not the best part of those movies.
Really? You don't think he was a good Batman?
No, I think he was a good Batman, but like I wouldn't say
Oh.
he's the best part of those movies. Like with Batman Begins, I'm gonna nerd out here for a second. Uh, Batman Begins, it's more of the ensemble. I think it was a really good ensemble cast. Dark Knight, it's Heath Ledger all the way through, and then Dark Knight Rises, I would say it's Tom Hardy who delivers the best performance. So
No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. And plus, it's hard to make. We've had this discussion countless times. It's hard to make. I mean, it's hard to make Batman entertaining. I'm just gonna say it. The guy's a loser.
he's not
I
a
mean,
loser.
he's a loser,
How is he a loser?
dude. You're an orphan. First off, get over it. Second off, use your money, buy a sports team instead of just beating up shoplifters.
Yeah,
Leave that for the police. The villains you fight are lame. They're not super big and bad. They're extremely cartoonish. I mean, the Penguin's just a fat guy he's just a mob boss. That's
yeah.
real life. The Joker is literally a clown. Um, Bane just I don't know, rip his mask off,
But he's roided out though.
shoot him. Clayman, flamethrower, make him glass.
Clayface.
Clayface.
Okay.
Scarecrow, give him a nightmare. I'm trying to think what else. Yeah, Batman's just a pansy. I
Well,
love all the Batman movies, but like also move. Gotham sucks. Get out of there. That place is a dumpster fire at all times. Leave.
yeah, pretty much every 3 or 4 years, the entire city almost blows up.
Dude, in their most recent movie, Gotham was hell. It was terrible.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, and in the most recent movie, literally the entire city was
Floods.
underwater.
Under the dam breaks. I didn't know there was a dam in Gotham.
Yeah, you wouldn't think that there would be a city right next to a dam.
And in the Christian Bale movies, they filmed all of them. I don't know if yeah, they did. They filmed them in Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh sucks too. So that's just as bad.
Yeah, they didn't have to use any CGI or any special
No,
effects. It was just
it was
Pittsburgh.
just Pittsburgh.
Oh my gosh. Well, that was our little detour into Batman right there, but I want to go back to the British hatred of your barber. Which, by the way, does your normal barber hate British people as much as this one does?
Nah, he's dope too. Uh, um, he's a Packers fan, so we get along very well.
I'm sure you do.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
yeah,
But
he's dope.
one of the reasons that your barber hates British people is because of the accents. Did she give an example of what she's talking
Hates him.
about?
Just hates him.
Just hates them.
I don't know, and it all stemmed from the soccer commentator. So I don't know if it's just a specific soccer commentator, but she's like, I just hate the accent. And I was like, it's funny you say that because they hate our accent. And then she was like, well, there's studies that show that our accent is just they're slowed down and like better understood. I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, no, I'm not arguing with you. And she was like, it's just and like a Southern accent is just like a distorted Cockney accent. So they have no reason to hate ours, but she hates theirs. She said, oh, what did she say? I forget what it was, but something happened with a British person. She was like, I've never felt more patriotic just because she hated the British that much.
She heard a bald eagle screech as she
Yeah,
stood her ground in that
yeah,
situation.
yeah.
Yeah, which by the way, bald eagles apparently they don't they the screech that we hear, that's not a bald eagle screech.
What?
No, like whenever you see like the commercials with like the eagles like flying and you hear like the screech of like of an
Yeah.
eagle, that's actually a hawk.
What do eagles sound like?
I don't know what eagles sound like, but I've heard that hawks are the ones that do the screeching, and
Hmm.
they just dub that over an eagle.
Couple questions here. Did the Eagles know?
Ju-
Do the
The
Eagles know that the Hawks' voices are being dubbed on the Eagles?
the you have to elaborate a little bit. The Philadelphia Eagles or the
No, no, no,
band?
no, no. The bird, the physical bird.
The physical bird.
Yeah.
Okay. I was just like, well, I can inform, Jason Kelsey,
No, no,
but
the bird.
I don't have his contact information. They don't. I don't think they know. And to be honest, I don't think they care because they're a protected species, and they're walking around like they're hot stuff, and well, walking around, they're flying around like they're hot stuff in America because they
Okay.
are.
Second question. Do Hawks know that their voices are being dubbed?
You know, even though they don't speak English, even though hawks are not the most popular type of bird, I would say.
Mhm.
I still think that there is some hatred or some resentment towards eagles
Hmm.
on behalf of hawks because you think hawks and you think, okay, they're nice. They're not eagles though.
Hmm.
Eagles are cool. Hawks, you see them every day, that sort of thing. That's not true. I haven't seen a hawk in a while, but
Okay. Okay. Third and final question.
okay.
Does our friend Adam McManus know about this?
No, he doesn't, which is why I'm telling you on this podcast, a
Uh-huh.
place where he will never hear it.
Yeah. Because I got a
Uh,
feeling if he were to hear this, he would start a militia.
I think he would start a revolution
Hmm.
in our society because, I mean, there's no easy way to say this. They've bamboozled us.
Yes.
They've they've hoodwinked us, if you will.
Mhm.
And yeah, I don't know how he would take that.
Wow, that's interesting. You learn something new every day.
Yeah. And I think I was doing this research because last this past Monday was Memorial Day, which by the way, to all of those who serve or have served and lost their lives, thank you so much. We can't thank you
Yes.
enough for the that I'm not even joking right now. That's
No, no,
thank you so much for your sacrifices. We, absolutely, yeah. And
absolutely.
yeah, I was just feeling patriotic, so I was just researching all this stuff and then find out that eagles don't actually sound like they don't make screeches. So,
Tisk, tisk, tisk. They got to make
yeah.
some type of noise.
I'm sure they make, we'll probably when we make this a clip, we'll probably add the screech at the or like whatever noise eagles make at the end. But
No, what
yeah.
we should do, text Adam and just be like, send a voice memo of what you think an eagle sounds like, and we'll just use that.
Well, no, because then he's just going to make I don't doubt that would be entertaining, but
Yeah, but
he's just going to make the hawk screech.
coming from Adam's body, it's got to be good.
I, I'm sure, yeah, because
Good as in not like realistic, but like good as in bad. Like this is horrible.
Adam's known for his I guess you could say impressions and
Noises.
yeah, noises. And when he honestly, now that I think about it, there's been a lot of times where we're just hanging out and Adam just screeches for no reason.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, he would make. I think he could do it.
Like we'll be hanging out with him and I'll just say like, "Hey Adam, I'm gonna get a soda. Do you want one?" And he'll just go like, "Yeah."
Yeah, exactly.
He'll just do
Exactly.
that. And I'm just like, "Okay, that was a little weird." But
A little trivia question for you.
please.
Who wanted the national bird to be something else, and what was that bird?
I believe it was well, I'm sure there were several people. King George probably wanted to be a pheasant or something.
King
Um,
George is a loser.
yeah, he is a loser. You know how I know that?
Hamilton.
Because Hamilton, exactly. Because of
Yes.
Hamilton. Yeah.
Yes.
Um, I'm gonna wager a guess. I'm gonna go with Thomas Jefferson wanted it to be a pigeon.
Really?
That's my guess. Because Thomas Jefferson, he just gives me that vibe.
Thomas Jefferson is a pigeon.
Okay.
However, the correct answer you're looking for,
hmm
Benjamin Franklin wanted the national bird to be a turkey.
Well, again, if we're going with the theme, like because George Washington, he kind of has the aura of a bald eagle.
Hmm.
Thomas Jefferson kind of has the aura of a pigeon, and Benjamin Franklin kind of has the aura of a turkey.
That makes sense, actually.
Yeah, I think because I think growing up, Benjamin Franklin, old Benny Frank, he was probably picked on a lot because of his gizzard, and he probably identified with a turkey. People say, "Oh, you fat turkey," and
Hmm.
he just kind of embraced it. He says, "Hey, look, I'm on the $100 bill now. I'm going to make our national bird a turkey to show all you fools wrong." And then George Washington stepped in with an AK-47 and a bulletproof vest and said, "Not today,
No.
Ben."
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I can
So
see that.
that
I'm sure that's historically accurate.
yeah, I mean, Kim, you're the history buff here, so I'm relying on you for these
Yeah.
facts.
You know, Benjamin Franklin wrote a book about farts.
Say that again. I'm sure I didn't hear you right.
No, no, no. Benjamin Franklin, founding father, wrote a book about farting.
Okay.
Great book.
You've
Um,
read it.
I've read excerpts, yes. He also loved French prostitutes. Um,
I'm sure a lot of people did.
I believe he created the Farmer's Almanac, which is just BS. He was just like, it's going to rain on this day in 6 months. And
I'm
guys were
sorry.
like, well, okay, all right.
You said Farmer's Almanac, and I thought you were about to say Farmers Only,
No,
like farmersonly.com. I was
he
like,
planted the
really?
seed.
He
He
was
planted the seed.
he predicted that there would be this website service before the
Yes.
internet was a thing,
Yes.
which is amazing. Benjamin Franklin, the more you know.
Benny Franks. Michael Douglas is playing him, and I think it's Apple TV show.
Is it Benjamin Franklin?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
He doesn't look like Benjamin Franklin.
I'm sure he doesn't sound like him either.
He's
Michael
yeah,
Douglas has a very distinct voice.
he has like a is he from New York? I feel like he has
I
a New
don't. Ah,
eh, eh,
lightning.
like
Yeah, Benjamin Franklin, hell of a guy.
yeah, like George Washington. Have you ever seen that movie Falling Down with Michael Douglas? Anyways, uh, like George Washington, he probably goes like, "I'm sorry, Ben, we can't put you on the $100 bill." He says, "George, have you ever heard the phrase Benjamin's always right?
That's good.
Here I am."
That's good.
If you've seen the movie, you would know what reference I'm getting at.
Yeah, no, I believe you.
Yeah, you don't even have to watch it now. That's pretty much
That
the
was a pretty
entire
good
movie.
Michael Douglas. That was a good
Thank
Michael
you.
Douglas.
Yeah, I think you just need to raise your voice, but also make it gravelly, and that's it.
Yes. Didn't he have throat cancer?
Well, now I feel bad. Thanks for
No, I
bringing
mean, he's
that.
still alive. I mean, he's playing Benjamin Franklin, so he's not dead. But I'm
I
pretty sure
know,
at one point he had throat cancer.
I know, but like whenever I think of throat cancer, I think of Val Kilmer, and I just start to feel really bad.
Oh yeah, well, yeah, Batman. He also played Batman
He did, didn't he?
with nipples.
That was George Clooney.
Oh. Yeah, but I think George Clooney was the sequel to the Val Kilmer one.
Yes.
Okay. I knew
Yeah.
nipples was there.
Yeah. Some Batman and nipples are somewhere
I
in
knew
there
it was
for sure. But yeah, Cam, it's been a great episode.
there. Thanks, man.
Just gonna pat ourselves on the back before we go. Do you have a life lesson that you'd like to share to the kids? Something to do with Olivia Rodrigo, hating the British, Michael Douglas. What do you got?
Maybe not a life lesson, but I did come up with an answer. Besides Ben Grapin or whatever the heck you said, Olivia Rodrigo should cover the national anthem.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't I don't think artists cover the national anthem
Well, she's
since
got to be the first because it's Francis Scott Key's song, and she's going to sing her heart out to it.
yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
So I
That
feel
that,
like
that kind of just ties everything together.
once it becomes a national anthem, it enters the public domain. But I don't know. Um, life lesson for me, look, the bald eagle screech may be dubbed over, but there's one thing for sure. Well, no, I'm going to say this. The bald eagle screech may be dubbed over. Val Kilmer may need dubbed over in all of his movies because he can't speak now.
Mhm.
But Olivia Rodrigo ain't ever getting dubbed over.
Facts. Facts. Preach it, sister.
Thank you very much. From everyone here at I'm No Genius, I've been Eli. He's been Cam. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you next time.
Everybody loves my baby, but my baby don't love